Hello angels, welcome back to the Cosmic Taylor. If you are new here, hi, I am Taylor, here to tailor you to your highest timeline. I am literally actively right now exporting a video for the reading I just did. And I was feeling like, I don't know if this is like really even that helpful, I don't know, because I always listen to my readings before I upload them. But you know, Spirit was like, no, just get it out, stop it, just put it out, just get it out, okay? And then I was doing some writing, focusing on that, and while I was listening to the reading, I kept thinking about how in that reading another person's energy kept trying to come through, and I thought to myself, maybe I should do another reading and I can do pick a jar reading, right, with our topics. And I look at my phone, it was 2:48 excuse me, confirmation burp. It was 2:48 on my clock, and Spirit was like, make another video, upload it. So I guess that's what we're doing today. And I guess you guys are getting 111 on the timer. I guess you guys are getting 2 readings in one day. Clear. Which is very unusual for me. It's very unusual for me. We have the 9 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. Wish fulfillment is here, but you feel unstable, or you have your wish fulfillment and someone else feels unstable, or you're unstable. Well, it looks like somebody else has their wish fulfillment. I wonder which is which. Well, that last one, they're not stable. They're not stable at all. That's interesting. We have calm down, breathe. If you can read that. It's written in yellow. Interesting. Okay. I literally did that in the reading, I think, a few times. I do have a tendency to just go. That is very me. That is super fragilistic, expedaliously me. That's hilarious. I didn't even think that was I was not trusting the process, y'all. I was not trusting the process, and I am not folding this up correctly, but oh well. It's okay. I believe everything's gonna be okay. 246 on the timer. What are you avoiding / ignoring? Okay. These aren't super intense topics at all. But with calm down and breathe. Yeah, with the King of Cups right there, bro. Okay, alright. 6 of Cups with the 9 of Cups in the reverse. Spirit just said someone thinks they're the master of attraction. Eek Barbadurkle. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, but they don't even have discernment. They think that they're the master of attraction, but they don't even have discernment. Their cup is behind bars. They've put their heart behind bars. And Spirit's like, in a bad way. Oh yeah, because there's a good way to do that, guys. I don't know if you know, but there's a good way to do that. I'm sorry, that goes like inherently against all of my beliefs. I don't think you should ever lock your heart up. Sure, don't listen to your heart all the time. Like, sometimes you gotta be smarter than, you gotta be smarter than your hard feelings, you know what I mean? You gotta think smarter than how hard you feel. But, that doesn't mean lock up your heart. What? That doesn't mean lock up your heart. That's not a good idea. Ever. In any situation. For any reason. Ooh. Oh, I'm looking at a reading that I haven't uploaded yet either, called Offers, and More Offers. Eek. The Magician on the back of the deck with the 4 of Swords underneath that. this person, whoever this person is, Queen of Swords in the reverse with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Cups, they are extremely unstable. Okay, and that's not me attacking them in the slightest. I mean, like, they're just so extremely unstable. Like, the frugality of them is intense. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with being frugal, but, like, this is the kind of selfishness where it's like you have overflow, you have so much, and yet you're acting as if you have nothing. You're acting as if you have nothing. Which is, like, the biggest insult to spirit, literally, with the Ace of Cups out here. Because that's, like, spirit giving you overflow is, like, that's a blessing that you should never in a million years take for granted. Never in a million years should you ever take that shit for granted. Truly. Because, like, there's nothing, listen, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having a lot, 555 on the timer, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to appreciate and enjoy every single aspect of what you have. There's, like, a lot of people will try to make you feel shamed or sad about the things that they, like, about the things that you have or the things that they themselves have, you know what I mean? To try and make you feel like you're lacking, and then on the other end of it, there are people that are going to try and make you feel like you should feel like shit for having something that they don't have, you know what I mean? It's like this weird middle ground that's like really ass, you know what I mean? Because it feels like nobody really gets to win. You really can't truly enjoy what you have or what you've brought to the table, and you can't really embrace the things that you have because people will look at you with shame, right? And then on the other end of it, if you're the person that's looking on and you don't have what other people have, it feels like they can be very flaunting with it, you know what I mean? Especially when they purposefully try to rub it in your face or try to, like, point out how they have all these things and that you don't have these things, and you know what I mean? And see, that's the thing about your energy. You feel very different than that, because I think you're genuinely happy for people when they get things. I think you're genuinely, like, one of the kinds of people that will celebrate even your enemies when they succeed and when they gain things and when they reach a point of celebration, you know, because celebrating is fun. You like celebrating, you know, but then it's those same exact kind of people that try to rain on your parade whenever you celebrate something, because they don't like how, instead of you trying to make them upset or feel bad about having something, you're genuinely just happy that they do, you know what I mean? They're not used to having actual supporters, actual cheerleaders, actual lovers, actual people that genuinely care, people that will actually clap for you, you know what I mean? Excuse me. And this person, they couldn't clap for you even if they wanted to. That's the kind of thing about this person. Like, they couldn't clap for you even if they wanted to. You clapped for this person even when you didn't want to. And it's not to say that hello? It's not to say that you didn't have any love, compassion, consideration, kindness in your heart for them. Like, you totally did. You totally, like, you had a lot of love to give when it came to this person. Like, with the Magician energy, this feels like you over here. With the Magician and the Four of Swords, you were a great alchemizer. You were somebody that definitely helped keep balance in this person's life. And they're upset and devastated that they don't feel like they're at peace or in balance with themselves anymore, and they want to blame you for it. They want to attack you for it. They want to shame you for it. And, like, it sucks because I'm hearing, like, on your worst days, people were trying to make you clap for them. Like, it's like the imagery that I am seeing is like you literally being out. It's like Five of Pentacles energy where somebody comes out of the house, right, with like golds, riches, etc., etc. They come out of the church with all these things, with all of the family, the money, the spouse, the car, the house deed, etc., etc. You know what I mean? And they look to you, somebody that was left out in the cold, in the street. You're literally, like, I'm seeing someone rummage through trash. Like, literally having to look for something to feed yourself. Having to search so hard to find something to feed yourself. Maybe in a very literal sense, but also it could just mean, like, you were looking really hard every single day to find a reason to keep going. To find some kind of fulfillment, some kind of joy, some kind of love, something to appreciate, something nothing to have hope for. You had to fucking look. You had to dig through the snow. Like, I'm seeing like cracking fingernails and like you went through painful shit to get what you have now, right? And back then when you were still looking for it, these people would walk around looking at you like, hey, look at it, look at this, look what I have, and expect you to be like, yeah, woohoo! And it's like, you did it. You did it. You managed to do that. And you managed to find some authentic joy and happiness in yourself to share that for them and to give that to them. You know what I mean? Being like, I am genuinely happy to see that somebody has something. And maybe you were like, maybe this is a reason why I can hold out hope. Maybe this is a reason why I can find fulfillment today. Seeing that somebody else has it, that means maybe I can too. You know what I mean? Like having to take everything that you possibly could. Taking everything that you possibly could so you could have something more later down the line, you know what I mean? I'm literally being called to something that I wrote a while ago. I don't think it's on this one. Hold on. I think I've already read this. Oh, this is gonna take me a second. But basically, it's like you don't waste anything. Like, you use every single bit of what you are given. You use every single bit of what you are given. Oh wait, it is on the other one. You don't waste it. You know, like, you're the magician. 12:21 on the timer. Anything that somebody tells you, any information that someone gives you, anything that you are given in any situation, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. But you don't allow it to get in the way. Like anything that you experience, even if it's painful, 1, 2, 4, 8 on the timer, you don't allow it to get in the way of you being able to actually use that and alchemize that and transmute it into a reason to keep going. You know what I mean? And that's something that this person does not have. They can't do that. I'm gonna have to edit out a lot of that because that was literally just me like sitting around scrolling for like 2 minutes through my laptop or Jesus. Anyway, yeah, this person doesn't have that. We have the Empress with Judgment in the reverse. Like, they are learning the lessons of being too hard on themselves the way that you've been too hard on yourself. The Chariot with the 4 of Cups. Yeah, they're gonna have to see and realize that they don't know. Right now, they have no clue. They have no idea of like what this really means for them, of what this could actually imply, or the accomplishments that is actually being robbed from them because they don't actually allow themselves to learn the lessons from these experiences. You know what I mean? And it's not your fault in the slightest that these people cannot manage to do these things. You know, you were there and you taught them and you showed them in more than one way that they can absolutely find something even when they have nothing. And right now, like, they don't... Hello? Cat hair on my tongue. Gross. Hate that. Nasty. They don't have that. You know, they're too hard on themselves. And like, it's like literally the thing is, it's kind of the opposite experience. Like where instead of having nothing, they literally have everything and they're going to squander it all and have to watch as you get everything, even though you had nothing. And they're going to have to ask themselves the question of, why did I lose everything and they gained everything? You know what I mean? While, like, I appreciated what I had and blah, 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 and, like, and it wasn't even good enough for me. That's kind of, like, the message that they're sending the universe right now. With the way that they're acting and behaving, with the way that they genuinely believe, oh, I get everything that I want. I get everything that I want. Instead of it being like, the universe gives me what I give it. You know what I mean? And the law of reciprocity, where anything that you give the universe will return to you in due time, divine timing, right? Excuse me. This person doesn't understand that concept in the slightest. This person is too demanding for their own good. Like, so demanding to the point where they have thrown themselves so far out of their own energy and so deep, like, up their own ass that they can't even realize or recognize that they are fucking themselves right now. Literally. Like, they are actually screwing themselves in the worst possible way. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse with the Hermit and the Two of Wands. I just heard the universe say to me, if they wanted to destiny swap so bad, so they're gonna swap destinies with you. Because, like, these energies have been coming out the past 2 days, and Spirit right now is saying, like, this person, they want to see, like, they want to be in your shoes so bad. They want to be you so badly because you could do the thing that they could never do. You could find love. You could find appreciation. You could find balance. You could find nurturing. You could find that creative will to move forward and find something to be happy about. That Empress energy, actually embracing the will and the want to live, and embracing finding new ways to continue wanting to do that. You know what I mean? And actually finding appreciation in the world around us, finding beauty in the world around us, not actively trying to change yourself or anything about the world outside of you to find beauty in it. Even in the thorns, even in the 1717 on the timer, even in the teeth of the predator, even in the thorns of the rose, even in the freaking, like, ooh, I'm hearing even in the venoms of the jungle. That's horrifying. But yeah, you still find beauty in it. Oh god, I'm seeing spiders. That's the one thing I can't find beauty in. Actually, no, jumping spiders, those are really adorable little guys. They just got those big old beady eyes. They're actually really cutesy. I have a bunch of them in my backyard. But still, that's it. Even then, you know, like, see, it's like you always find a way to find beauty in something. Every time. And so, with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse with the Hermit, I'm sorry. What's up with that energy, Spirit? Why is that here? Sorry, I just got hit. Sorry, don't mind me. I just got hit with an energy of an old coworker who was literally almost 2 decades older than me, talking shit about me and who used to be my friend. And Spirit's just like, oh yeah, just by the way, just so you're aware, they are Eight of Swords in the reverse. They are completely blind to the things that they're experiencing. They think that they are suffering mental illness when really they're just experiencing karma, severe instability. They're losing everything. They themselves are actually so weak. They are so weak. Like, it doesn't even begin to cover the weakness, especially with the Ten of Wands, bro. Like, they're just trudging forward, trying to find a reason to keep going, trying to find a reason to keep living. Because everything that they once thought they had, turns out, no, none of that wanted it. All of those people, nope. Self-abandoned. This motherfucker self-abandoned. That's interesting. Anyways, that could apply to you. That could be this person to you right now. Like, that's insanity. Like, whoever this was, they are so screwed. Like, they are so screwed. They wanted to destiny swap so badly. Six of Wands, Temperance, King of Wands, Six of Swords, not Six of Wands. Hello? Yeah, They think that leaving what they have right now behind is gonna be victory. But really, like, it's just gonna balance out the scales so everything that you deserve will come to you. That's, like, what's so funny about this energy. They want a destiny swap so bad. Okay, fine. We will swap destinies. You can know what it feels like to be put in a position where you don't get to move forward and you have to watch everybody move forward without you. You want a destiny swap so badly, you want to be able to find appreciation in everything that you're given, okay, where you're going to be given absolutely nothing except the worst, and you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose to find the good in that. Okay? you want a destiny swap so bad? Okay, fine. Hermit mode. Go in hermit mode. Spend almost all of your time alone. Stay away from everybody else. Nobody, like, Everyone around you doesn't even deserve to deal with your shit right now, actually. How about that? I've been there. And honestly, I kind of deserved it. I really deserved it to a lot of degrees, bitch. Like, being in your hermit mode, like, there are two kinds of ways where you end up in hermit mode. You're forcefully pushed out of people's lives and you have to be around yourself and spend time with yourself and look at yourself. Or two, you have to, like, you choose to be on your own. And I've done both. So now this person has to either choose to be there or is going to be forced out, because either way, people are not sticking around for this. And they're going to be forced, they won't even get to have a choice. Instead of the story of where you've been trying to run from making a choice, of actually caring about yourself, of actually doing what's right for yourself, of actually loving yourself and accepting yourself wholeheartedly without condition, you know what I mean? This person, they're not even being given that choice, because they're going to be forced to go through the trial and error of either making it to where you're at or not making it at all. It's hard to go through all of those kinds of things, of having this experience of not feeling valued, not being seen, not being appreciated, not being accepted, not being cared for, not being considered, not being embraced, etc., and then still being expected to be a fucking cheerleader. 2222 on the timer, still being expected to be this kind of beacon of hope and faith and excitement and cheerleader for everybody else, but never actually experiencing anything to be celebrated for yourself. And anytime you do have something to be celebrated, it's going to be stolen from you. It's going to be taken from you. You're not actually going to be able to celebrate because, oh, look at that, you're surrounded by the wrong kind of people. They want a destiny swap so bad. And, like, the funny thing is like, they don't even want to destiny swap. They just want your heart. The Ace of Cups. They want your heart. They were given everything that your heart desired, right? Because they were learning to mimic your energy. This has been going on for so long. Like, this is like the one story that has been coming through since damn near the very beginning of this fucking channel. I shit you not. If you watch every single reading that I have uploaded from here up until now, minus a lot of the pick-a-jars, like, even then you don't have, like, you could still watch those because this energy has been popping up through them all. This person literally got to this point, got all of these things by mimicking your ass, not even actually transmuting and working on themselves to earn it, and actually healing themselves to gain it. They just saw it radiating off of you and picked up on that energy and attuned themselves to that energy. It's kind of like the same thing here. Spirit is saying it's like a tan, right? The person saw, like think of it like this. This person saw how, like, you were getting tanner and tanner, you know, because you were spending the time outside gardening, taking care of your garden, taking care of your space, taking care of the things you needed to take care of. This person saw that you were getting tan and then was like, ooh, I want that. 2424 on the timer. Ooh, I want to be tan like that. And instead of going and tending to their garden and taking care of their stuff the way that you were, they just went to the store, bought some spray tan, put the spray tan on, and, like, took a shower afterwards, right? And they got immediately tanner than you, right? 2442 on the timer. Excuse me. And like, I'm no hate on spray tans here, by the way. Like, if you do that, period, glam yourself up, girl, period. But it's kind of that thing where it's like you actually had to earn it. You had to actually spend the hours, the time, the days, the dedication, all of it to actually being in the sun to get that tan, in comparison to them just running to the store, buying it and putting it on, right? And so because they themselves took the quick fix, they went down the route of getting like what they wanted immediately instead of just trying to put in the time, effort, and energy that you did. Guys, I don't like this person. I just keep thinking about that asshole. Like, it keeps popping up in my mind, and it's just extra crazy because everybody else that was there. Oh my god, why is that coming up so much, Spirit? Okay. We're gonna finish this reading really quick. So, basically, what I'm seeing here is that there are a lot of people, or at least there's one very significant person that's been in your life that is trying to take the spot that you've been in, right? Because they were able to get to the, like, point of tanness, right? Like, the amount of work that you would have to put in to get to that point of tanness, that's when you would receive the blessing, right? Just stick with the metaphor. They got to that point first, technically. Even though they didn't do the work, they still got to that point first because they attuned to that energy, right? Instead of, before you could truly attune to that energy and actually ground it within yourself, they attuned themselves to it, rubbing it all over themselves and like, this is mine, kind of a thing. And so because of that, they got the blessing. And even though they have the blessings, they are acting like they have nothing. They're acting like they don't have shit. And it's crazy because it's like the universe is like, okay, so what was all this for then? Like, I did all of this. You asked for this, I gave it to you, and now you're upset and you're annoyed and you're bothered because you didn't get to have all of it, because you don't have the cheerleader in the stands, because you don't have the one person that you actually wanted there to be there the entire time. Well, that's interesting. So why did you do what you did? And Spirit is like forcing them, you know, because like they're still unsatisfied, they're still unhappy, they're still in this position where they're upset and angry, annoyed, bothered, etc., because they don't have the life that they should have by now, and they should have all these things. And it's so annoying how like all of these things that they have aren't making them feel the right way, and how they don't feel attuned to that energy anymore. And it's like, well, that's because you didn't do the work. You didn't do the work. And they're still in this thing where they just want your heart. Like I said, right? They just want your heart. They want your heart so badly. Like, whether that means that, it's the way Spirit is like, they want to cut your heart out and jar it, if that's what it would take. If that's what it would take to keep you and to keep the actual, like, energy that you bring to their lives, they would do it. Ugh. And so, ew. Gross. Go away. Like, this person sucks. These people suck, because it's like, it's not even just like the people themselves, it's an energy. It's literally an energy that has been following you, chasing after you. It's like, oh shit, this is getting into really interesting territory. This might be a really long reading. I don't know, maybe I'll do a different one. I don't know, we'll see. So this person, they, like I keep saying, they want a destiny swap with you, right? And so Spirit's gonna put y'all in opposite positions. Like, you're gonna be given everything that you've been wanting. You're gonna be given everything that you've been craving, you know what I mean? They wanted the life that you wanted for yourself, and then after looking at it and then being like, this isn't satisfying, this isn't right, this isn't for me, instead of being like, oh, well, you know what, that maybe means that 2929 on the timer, I should go and look for something that is actually meant for me, and I should look within to find out what's meant for me. They're like, well, I need to go and find whatever else makes them happy, whatever else makes the collective excited and fulfilled, and I need to find whatever makes the angels, like, so awesome and happy all the time and such a great person and blah blah blah. I just need to have that. I don't have that in me. I'm not like that. I can't just become like that. Like, I need to have what they have. And it's like, babe, it was worked on. That hard work had to be put in order to get this, in order to be here. Like, it was, there was actual genuine effort that had to be put forward in order to get to that point, babe. Like, just because you didn't see it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. And yes, you do have it in you. Take some accountability, take some responsibility. That's the lesson that Spirit is going to be putting them through now. That's what they're going to have to go through. They can't appreciate or find value or, like, want the things that they have been given. Okay, cool. Then they get to move straight forward with the Chariot. They get to go straight forward into confronting Knight of Cups, their own player-ass ways of how they didn't actually do any of the fucking work, and they're gonna have to openly admit and come forward with the way that they behaved or who they are isn't actually who they fucking are. They're gonna have to admit and show people, like, oh shit, that isn't me. Sorry, I lied to you. That isn't me. I actually am not like that at all. That isn't who I am. Sorry. I lied to you. I was putting on a front that I only knew that I could have when I was in a relationship or in a connection with someone else, and they're not in my life anymore, so I can't keep it up anymore. Page of Wands in the reverse. The act is over, but the show must go on. That's the first fucking reading I've ever put on this goddamn channel. It's an hour long, and it talks about this. The Magician, the Star. Yeah, you're too busy. Like, you're literally alchemizing the life that you want for yourself and connecting to the blessings that the universe has been working on and giving, like, to give to you, and that's all you should be focusing on, for reals. Alright? Because you fucking deserve everything that you've been calling in, honestly, okay? I love you, angels. Thank you so much for being here and for letting me read your energy. If you liked this, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how it resonated with you in the comment section down below. And if you feel so called to, I do have my Cash App in the description box below if you would like to tip me. It's always appreciated, never required. I love you so much. 3232 on the timer. Those are my favorite. That's my favorite number. Oh my god, slay. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next reading. Okay? Bye. Love you.